Tell this is episode 18 of some solo GTA 5 online, and because of technical issues and what I explained happened in yesterday's live stream, I was not able to do God Eater Resurrection as I wanted to tonight. So I'm slowly downloading all of my progress from my games to my PlayStation. Because I have PlayStation Plus, PlayStation membership, automatically saves your progress for certain games even after taking them off your system. So that is what I'm currently doing. So this coming week, which will be Thursday, which was the original day for my live streams by myself, we will be doing God Eater Resurrection. As far as Wednesday goes, for me and my husband's live streams, we will be going on to episode 2 of Borderlands. I know what I'm going to do for the content video for Monday. I just haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do for Friday's content video. I've been enjoying uploading recorded content from GTA. It's been fun. I'm about to say, isn't my spin available? Could I please spin the wheel? So, Monday will be another GTA content video. It's going to be me going over how I was able to find the Harley Quinn inspired clothes that I have in my clothing presets, or my clothing styles, and yeah.
Here you go. Start small and big. Goodbye.
So I'm gonna be honest, this live stream probably isn't gonna be very long because, well, I haven't got anything new to show you guys yet. I didn't want to go and live stream another game that I haven't done yet when I haven't even finished the series that I've started. So next week we get back on track and we go and do the God Eater Resurrection. And there is more than one God Eater game, so I'll be able to do the entirety of the games. Okay, to save myself from getting copyrighted, I'm going to turn the music off. So basically, my whole idea with GTA and how I'm going to go about doing GTA live streams, because I still want to do GTA live streams. I still want to continue with GTA content. Basically, for GTA content, those will probably be not as often, because have to come up with ideas and figure out something for the video. So the actual content videos won't be often. Seeing after I do this Harley Quinn inspired outfits, I really currently after that don't have any ideas, but the moment I come up with one, you guys will know. So let's say, example, I do not own all of the businesses in GTA. Now, the one thing that I know that I haven't done yet is I haven't fully shown you guys the Dr. Dre contracts. I did the ones towards the end by myself because those ones weren't so hard. The ones in the beginning are the ones that are like the hardest. So I think Wednesday, because my husband is going on vacation, so Wednesday he should be home, to where Wednesday, actually, me and my husband could probably do GTA and show you guys the Dr. Dre contracts, and also show you guys the missions that you can do out of your auto shop, which I haven't fully done all of them. I've only done maybe one or two. And then Thursday, we could more than likely go ahead and do Borderlands then. So you guys would get 2 content videos from me and my husband that week. That makes a little bit more sense. That seems a little bit better. I'll discuss it with my husband and see what he thinks. If not, then it'll be regular schedule. Borderlands Wednesday and then God Eater Resurrection Thursday. So, like I was saying, I don't own all the businesses in GTA yet. And I haven't shown you guys all of the businesses. I don't even think I've shown you guys the missions out of my hangar yet, either. Hangar missions, for me, I have to do it with somebody else. I have to have help, because I can fly a helicopter. No problem. I can fly a presser with no problem. But when it comes to flying planes or jets, I can't do it. I've tried. Every time I've tried, I go pummeling to the ground. So, that is one thing I don't do by myself. I would rather do my resupply from my bunker by myself than do that. Which is saying a lot. So I'm going to register as a CEO. And I'm going to go to my auto shop and see if a customer might have dropped off a car. If not, from there, I'll go to my, nightclub. So this is one of my new cars. This is a Dinka Jester Classic sports car. I had this car before at one time. I think it was like the first car that I the first sports car I ever bought in the game. And then I sold it, I believe, because I needed the money. At the time, I was like, I'm broke, I need the money. You know, I was first starting out playing GTA. And didn't know too much about the game at the time. But now that I've been playing GTA for, God, almost 3 years, maybe almost 4. You know, I would say that I know a lot about the game now, and I don't feel the need to have to sell my cars all the time. Like, I still will sell my cars if I am desperate, or if I really don't like the car, like as I expected I would. Like, there's been times where I've bought a car saying, oh, I really like this car, and then go to drive it, and I'm like, I hate this car. I want my money back. And that's what I'll do. I'll go sell it and get my money back for it, and forget that purchase ever happened. So basically what I'm saying, after me and my husband do our final GTA video together for the auto shop missions and the Dr. Dre contracts, there will be no further videos from me or him for GTA unless there is a update, or if, example, I buy a new business and it's one of those businesses where it's going to take more than one person. The yacht, which is what I'm really trying to focus on getting, that has solo missions in it where I could do them by myself, so I don't necessarily need my husband's help. Facility, no, I need my husband's help, because he has a facility, and we still haven't even finished the heist that he has at his facility because we need more than one player to do it. And we really don't trust playing with randoms in GTA. GTA is not the best place to be playing with random people. I'm gonna be honest. And that's my honest opinion, because I've yet to run into a GTA player that's not toxic. And that's pretty sad. But, like, you guys have seen me modify customers' cars and take it to them. Like I said before, it's got to be to the T. You have to do everything correctly. Because one little screw up on the mods and you'll lose money. Wait, I still didn't get the right one. But that should be it. Is it this one? Oh my god, it was that one. Why is there so many? You want to put muscle? I'm not gonna say a word. I'm just gonna put the tires on there. Okay, the rims are black, so I don't gotta worry about changing the color of the freaking rims. If they look black. Either they're black or they're gray. Yeah, they're black. Thank God. Ooh, no, don't want copyright. No, thank you. But if you notice, for the new intro for my channel, I changed the music. Which the music that I currently have on there is not copyrighted music. So, I'm really taking this whole community guideline strike warning seriously, because nobody wants to lose their channel. I mean, I would think that most people that get that kind of message from YouTube would be like, okay, time to step up my game and try to make things better and figure out what I'm doing wrong to make my channel get that kind of warning. And you know, I'm pretty sure that I got it correctly. It's because I was repetitively doing live streams and there was no other content but live streams, and you know, no channel on YouTube is going to be able just to live off of just live streams. You have to do actual content. And we're still trying to figure out that little issue with my husband's channel, because if you guys didn't know, I make his thumbnails and help him out with that part, because he doesn't quite know how to do any kind of editing. I want to try to teach him, but that's only if he wants to be taught. If he doesn't, then I'll continue to make his thumbnails. It's no problem. Because I've been making, you know, thumbnails for so long It just comes naturally to me now. I mean, I admit my thumbnails aren't the greatest, but they're still, you know, I'm still making an effort to try to make my channel look better with the thumbnails. Which, if you noticed, if you've looked at my channel, I've been trying to, my reputation level's at a 40. I've been trying to do my best and catch up on thumbnails and make thumbnails for the live streams or videos that I've uploaded that don't have thumbnails. I think so far I got all of the GTA videos or live streams done. So basically all the live streams I've done with my husband up until now have gotten thumbnails now. And all of my videos for GTA that I've done by myself have thumbnails now. Except for this one. But it'll have a thumbnail once it's, you know, done rendering and it's up on YouTube. Because I made the thumbnail before I started this live stream. So, slowly but surely, eventually all the videos will have thumbnails. The Borderlands video already has a thumbnail. I made that one yesterday before we started that live stream. I gotta just remind myself to try to make the thumbnails before I start live streaming, or, you know, before I start making the video, so A, I have the thumbnail, I don't need to worry about making it, because I made that first. Making the thumbnail is like the easiest part of the recording process, in my opinion.
Hear it, Mary.
I don't care, Merryweather. So there we go. We got the car delivered to the customer without wrecking, without losing any money. I know that we're supposed to be getting some kind of summer surprise or something in GTA. That's supposed to happen anywhere between the end of this month to the beginning of June. So, the moment I know that that update is live, I will make a live stream for it and show you guys whatever's new. If we get, like, any, you know, new, missions or anything like that, or maybe even new hairstyles. Lord of mercy, I'm tired of rocking the same thing over and over again. Like, there's 3 different hairstyles that I recycle through, because those are the only 3 that I actually like, and I think that looks good on my character. Be seeing my character is solely based off of Harley, and a combination of me as well. It's the wavy bob that I currently have, the braids with the bandana, and then the long bob. Those are the only 3 that I use. And for them to call the bob long, it's not. It's shoulder length. It's still not long. Like, what I would love to see GTA do for this game, because it is old. It has been out for a while. Like, a long time. I would love to see them expand on new hairstyles, like long hairstyles for females in particular, instead of all these short hairstyles. I would love to see them expand with, like, being able to get our character, like, facial piercings, like maybe a septum ring or snake bites or something of that. I think you can get piercings in story mode. I'm not 100% because I haven't finished all of the story. And I haven't been to the tattoo parlor with any of the characters yet. I've been to the barber with Franklin, because of what Lamar says. That he needs to get his hair cut or something. I can't remember the exact words, but I know it was really shitty of him to say, because Franklin kind of seemed a little upset when he heard him say it. And I would like to see them add new clothing. Like, new, like, new shorts, new pants, for both genders in the game, for female and male, because, oh, there's a blue dot, because I would say more so give the males more clothes, because the males are lacking in this game. They are really lacking. I mean, between making a Harley Quinn character and a Joker character in this game, it is so hard to make Joker. My husband was having so many issues trying to find a suit. He couldn't. He was trying to find like a trench coat, like any trench coat. It didn't even have to be purple. It didn't even have to be green. It just had to be a trench coat, to where he could, you know, wear just the trench coat with no shirt underneath and just some forgetting my words. It's the orange car. And some I can't remember the name of the pants. It's on the tip of my tongue and it won't come out. Because his Joker is based off of Jared Leto. Jared Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad. Hold on. No copyright. I don't think so. I mean, he's done both Jokers. He's done Heath Ledger Joker because it has Heath Ledger's Joker makeup at the barbershop. And then he's done, now he's doing Jared Leto. I will say this. It's a little easier to do Jared Leto than it is Heath Ledger, because Heath Ledger's always been known for wearing suits. And, except for the one scene where he's coming out of the hospital, he's wearing a hospital gown, but you know what I mean. Whereas Jared Leto's Joker was more based off of when Joker was a gangster. Because, you know, Joker has very different story variations. There's different storylines for Joker. Hence why we've gotten different Jokers in the Batman movies. And now a phone call. I can't take the phone call and the car at the same time. So, Franklin, I'll have to get at you the next time you call. You know, with Jacqueline Phoenix's Joker, it was a completely different Joker that we've never seen before. Basically, saying, you know, Joker was the way he was because of a mental disorder that caused him to laugh uncontrollably for no reason. And, you know, I mean, I understand what they were going for in that one. I really do. But I'm gonna be honest, this is probably a very unpopular opinion, but I do not like Jacqueline Phoenix's Joker. I don't. You know, and in that one he was also taking care of his sick mother or something like that. Or he lived with his mother, one of the two. Or both. Another unpopular opinion, I like Jared Leto's Joker. I also like Heath Ledger's Joker, which, you know, Heath Ledger's Joker and Jared Leto's Joker are two different Jokers, two different storylines. Yeah. Now, I know that Jared Leto is making another appearance as Joker, and, oh God. What was the movie? It's got Batman, Cyborg, I can't think today for some reason. Justice League, there we go. So, Jared Leto is making another appearance as Joker in the Justice League. I watched the trailer. The one thing I don't like about this one is the fact that aka Harley Quinn me is dead in this storyline. She's completely non-existent. She doesn't exist anymore. And there was a scene where Joker brings up Batman's parents and how, you know, he lost his parents at a young age, and Batman makes a remark is like, how do you know how it feels to lose someone close to you? And that's when Harley gets brought up, and Batman said that Harley Quinn's dying wish, aka me, was if Joker fucks up, kill him. That was my dying wish to Batman, because apparently I died in Batman's arms, which Ben Affleck plays Batman in the Justice League. No offense. I do not like his Batman. I do not like Ben Affleck as Batman. My favorite Batmans are George Clooney, of course, Christian Bale, and Robert Pattinson. I think when they picked Robert Pattinson to play Batman, I think that was a good choice. Because he's young, and I think he'll do great with the part. I mean, Robert has been in so many more films since Twilight, and, you know, he's really trying, from what it seems, it's like he's really trying to branch away from Twilight, because for the longest time, that's all people ever knew Robert Pattinson for, was him being Edward Cullen. But now, people are going to know him as being Batman. Which is kind of cool. I would rather be known for being Batman than being a sparkly vampire. And this is coming from someone that does like Twilight. I just didn't like the whole sparkly vampire part of it. Vampires have never sparkled. And I know that it's because it's a love story, how a vampire falls in love with a human and all this. But they could have done it. They could have done it without the sparkly, glimmering part, like they're fucking. When you describe a vampire sparkling in the sun, it's not. They're no longer a vampire. They're a fucking fairy, in my opinion. But nonetheless, yeah, those are the Batmans that I like. And I've always been a DC girl. I've always liked DC more than Marvel. I mean, you know, don't get it twisted. I like Marvel. It's just, I like DC a lot more. Because, I mean, if you want to get technical, if I'm thinking about this correctly, DC has more villains than Marvel does. I mean, we got Venom, we got Carnage, we got, we got Green Goblin. Now, and there's Prowler, but Prowler, I believe my husband said, was not always a villain. But those are literally the only Marvel villains that I can think of off the top of my head. There's also Green Goblin's son, tried to take his place and tried to kill Peter Parker. But yeah, you can think of I can think of so many Marvel superheroes. Oh, Thanos. I almost forgot about Thanos. Loki. So there's some more Marvel villains, but not a whole lot compared to what DC has. I mean, we got Penguin, we got Freeze, Joker, Harley, Poison Ivy. I'm thinking, Batman Who Laughs, because he is a villain. That's just, I just named more right there versus Marvel. But yeah, and the only Marvel character that I honestly like is Spider-Man, and that's it. I don't like any other Marvel character aside from Loki and Hawk. Yeah, so Spider-Man, Hawk, and Loki. Those are the only 3 Marvel characters that I actually like. Oh, and Black Widow. I like Black Widow too. Because I also have the Marvel Avengers game, and it gives you the option to play as Black Widow. So yeah, I picked Black Widow. It was a hard decision too, because I could have played as Hawk too. But I chose Black Widow. Another customer dropped off another vehicle. Well, shucky darn. I need to go to my nightclub, so that car can wait. So yeah. And I know I just trailed off on a tangent. Like, I was talking about something completely different, and then I got talking about superheroes and villains. So yeah, like I was saying, it's really hard to make a Joker in GTA versus making Harley in GTA. And what did I say? Okay, so let's go back to when I was talking about what I hope GTA, well, Rockstar will do for GTA 5 that I think needs to be done. I think they also need to add some kind of new business or new heist or something. Like, give us more game content that we can play. Give us, you know, like I said, new hairstyles for females and male characters. The female characters are in dire need of some long-haired styles. New makeup options, because I'm tired of wearing the same makeup over and over again. Don't get me wrong, my character looks cute with it, but I need some new makeup, because the makeup that I have on now, I usually cycle through that one and a red and black one. Smoldering Ruby, there we go. So Vampy and Smoldering Ruby are the 2 that I use on my character. And the option for facial piercings, body piercings, other than just our ears. New clothes for male and female, but mainly the males need it than the females do. I mean, we just need something, because GTA is getting to the point where it's getting boring and repetitive, because we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And, you know, doing these same missions over and over again that I've done 1,000,000 times, it's to the point where I don't even die anymore. Like, I know exactly what to expect, what to do, and 9 times out of 10, I don't die at all. And if I do die, I die maybe once or twice. Not only that, but, you know, it's harder for YouTubers that actually do GTA content to continue to do GTA content with it being the same things that we're doing over and over again in the same video or same live stream. Because I know not everybody that does GTA content live streams and plays it, but I mean, we really need some new changes to GTA 5, or most of the people that live stream it or even do videos about GTA aren't going to be able to do them anymore because there's nothing left to talk about. And that's probably when GTA, the new GTA game, comes out. Everybody's focus is going to be that game, and everybody's going to be doing videos on that game. And eventually that game will die down too, because it's only, I'm pretty sure it's only going to be a story mode game. So who knows how long the game is? Who knows what kind of missions you're going to do, or what kind of characters you're going to have. If it's like it's going to be a set of characters like with GTA 5 where you control 3 different players, well, 3 different characters, or if it's going to be like a preset thing where you can pick a character, like rather it be male or female, and like you're the main protagonist. Like something like what they do in Saints Row. Like you get to pick if you want to be male or female, and then you go from there and you customize that character to the way you want it to look.
Alright, 3 long decades in
I mean, I think that would be really cool if Rockstar did something like that in the new GTA game versus us having to play as, you know, 3 different characters with having no control over really the way they look as far as cosmetics go. I mean, yeah, you can buy the characters in GTA 5 clothes, you can change their haircut, you can put makeup on them if you really wanted to, but that's really not a whole lot of choices for freedom with a character. So I honestly think that maybe Rockstar should consider making it to where we can customize our own character in a story-driven game where it's only a story game, where there's no online. Because in my honest opinion, I do not think that they're going to add some kind of online to this new GTA game that's coming out. I think they might add multiplayer or co-op where you can complete the story with a friend, but I don't think they're going to add another online to it. And if they do, then that means if they do make a new online thing, that the online for GTA 5 is going to be discontinued. And what about all these other players that just went to next-gen console just to be able to continue to play GTA 5? It's definitely going to be a smack into the face to them, because, like, really? So I really don't see Rockstar doing that. I see them hopefully continuing to update GTA 5 and keeping the online here, and just making a story-driven new GTA game to add to the franchise. Because, like, GTA 5 was the first GTA game to ever have any kind of online function where you are with other players in a lobby. Most of the time, the GTA games have always been story-driven, where it's a single-player game where you know, like, there's a lot of games that I'm looking forward to that's coming out this year. Saints Row, the reboot, being one, and then DC Gotham Knights, which hopefully it's still coming out this year and it hasn't, like, you know, been pushed to a further date. So really haven't heard a whole lot on DC Gotham Knights. Like, there's so many games that I have that supposedly we're supposed to be getting all these new updates for, and I'm over here sitting and thinking, like, okay, where's the Cyberpunk update that we're supposed to be getting? Where's the GTA update we're supposed to be getting? Because I noticed that on Twitter a week or so ago, and still no update. I mean, we got a little update, but that was only to fix certain bugs that certain players were talking about with the heavy sniper, which, that's weird. So I never had that experience using the heavy sniper, but everybody's different. Everybody's situation is different. So it's like, I'm sitting here waiting for all these other updates for these games where, while Fortnite is, oh, got another update, and, you know, this is the that was the final update for Fortnite, because we got less than 8 days for the event, and then that game, more than likely, we're going to be pushed into a black hole again, and we'll have to wait 24 hours before we can play again for the new season, and then what am I going to play? Because I think that's the reason why I keep going back to Fortnite and playing that so much, because there's never a dull moment in Fortnite. Like, never a dull moment. Whereas, you know, I can't go into a lobby in GTA with other players without getting blown up. Like, yeah, it's never a dull moment when you're in a public lobby with other players in GTA, but you never get nothing fucking done. Like, you trying to sell your shit out of your business? Nope, not gonna happen. So that's why I tricked the system pretty much and changed my MTU settings. And the thing is, I can't do that in Red Dead. So that, if I play that, which I do have it on my system and I do play it, but not as much as I play GTA. But I only downloaded Red Dead because I know my husband missed playing it with me. So I'm willing to take whatever comes with it just to make him happy. Because he sits through and he plays Fortnite with me when he doesn't want to, because he knows it'll make me happy. So I better be able to make some sacrifices and do the exact same thing. Because if not, then what's the point? So there's no bad guys up here. I just gotta grab the vehicle that has the supplies in it and take it down to the nightclub, which that shouldn't be hard, seeing that I've only got like 8 minutes to go back. Okay, where's the... Oh, it's back here. Why is it all the way back here? And this vehicle is not very fast at all. It's slow. And I have to be careful how I drive. I can't wreck. Cannot cause significant damage to the vehicle. I mean, I'm not going too far, but going far enough. And then this got me going on dirt road, which isn't gonna help this truck at all. It's gonna make it go slower. I mean, that's the only reason why I have been saying I'm resorting to only live streaming GTA when I get something new in the game. Like a new business that I don't own yet, that's been in the game for, you know, ever. But still, GTA is one of those games that I really enjoy playing, but I don't want to keep on repetitively doing the same things in each live stream, and like, you know, you guys be like, oh, well, we've already seen this, we've already seen that. So I'm gonna just nip it in the butt and just only live stream GTA when there's an update and there's something new, or if I get a new business. Like I said, the only reason why I'm live streaming GTA tonight is because I'm still waiting for all of my save progress to transfer. So I can go back to God Eater Resurrection next week. Now, I honestly also don't know how long the Borderlands series, like the game is. But me and my husband are definitely going to finish out the Borderlands series before we touch any other game that we're going to play together. We have different options to do. We can go back to Tom Clancy after we finish Borderlands series, or we can go to Far Cry. The only problem is the only Far Cry games that me and him can play together is Far Cry 5 and Far Cry 6. Far Cry 4, we bought it thinking it was going to be the same as Far Cry 5, but it's not. You play as AJ, and it says there's co-op, but it's only for the beginning missions when you're trying to escape and get to the, I think it's the tower, the little village or whatever. Yeah, so we kind of got a little disappointed with Far Cry 4, because we thought that making your character in Far Cry was always a thing. Apparently not. Like in Far Cry, you can't make your own character. It's like a preset, and then you can make changes to that said preset to make it your character. Does that make sense? Same thing with Tom Clancy. Now, the Tom Clancy games that me and him can play together and live stream together is Tom Clancy The Division, Tom Clancy The Division 2, Tom Clancy Wildlands, or is it Wetlands? I can't remember. And then Tom Clancy Breakpoint, which we had already started that game, and now I'm kind of regretting it because we should have started off with Tom Clancy The Division. But at the time, I didn't have that game on my system. I only had Breakpoint and Wetlands. I don't know. It's one of those. So basically, if we go to Tom Clancy, don't expect us to go to Breakpoint. We'll end up going to The Division, and then Division 2, and then Wetlands or Wildlands, which whenever it is, and then we'll go back to Breakpoint. Now obviously we'll probably have to start over on Breakpoint, because after playing through all those games, nobody's gonna remember what happened in the beginning of Breakpoint, so yeah. But that's pretty much, and then, you know, me and my husband could do Saints Row together. But those are pretty much all the game series that me and him can do physically together as of now. There was a recent game that was added. I think it's a PlayStation Plus game, which, you know, since I'm a PlayStation Plus member, I can get the game. I think it's Hood. I think it's multiplayer. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what it's about. I haven't watched any of the videos on it. I know my husband played it. I don't know if he still plays it. Ooh, I might not make it. So pretty much what I'm saying is, after me and my husband finish those game series, if there isn't any other games that have came out by then that's more multiplayer, more story mode versus games, we're probably gonna have to go back to doing Fortnite and GTA, because there's not a whole lot of like story mode co-op games out there nowadays for PS4 that we found, because me and him mutually try to find something that we're both gonna like. To be honest, yeah, I know that you can play God Eater together. like, maybe, like, by that time, if we're out of games to play together, he can then join up on the God Eater streams, and it'll go from just me to me and him. But other than that, there's not a whole lot left. And you know what? Code Vein is so much easier just to play it by yourself than try to invite a friend to play with you. And he's better at explaining it than I am. But like, it's just easier to do it that way, because if he dies, he doesn't get any more blood vials. He's literally gotta try to fight with whatever health he has. He dies once, he comes back, that's it. He dies again, he doesn't come back, you have to invite them again, which is really stupid. Like, I think that Bandai, because they're the ones that made Code Vein, they make a lot of the, like, anime-inspired games. Like, example, they've made all the, Sword Art Online games. They've made the Dragon Ball Z games. I think Dragon Ball Xenoverse is multiplayer, but I think it's versus each other. I don't think it's, co-op, where you can do story missions together. I mean, I could be wrong. It's been so long since I played it. I know for a fact that Jump Force is not co-op. It's only versus each other. So, like, we don't have a whole lot of options, and I don't play COD. If I do play COD, I only play zombies, and... Now, I know that some of the COD games, like the story part, is co-op. Maybe me and my husband can do that. Like, the COD games that has the story part to it, before they went strictly just online, I've played before. But other than that, I don't play any of the online ones, player versus player, because, one, all the fucking hackers that are in COD. Two, I rage quit enough with Fortnite. I could only imagine how much I will rage in COD. It might be an understatement to just say rage. I might lose my shit. So, that's why I stay away from COD. I mean, my husband thinks that I would be good at playing the game because I'm good at playing, like, Tom Clancy and Far Cry. And in general, just really good at playing most of the shooting games that I touch. Like, he says all the time, he's like, you know, I thought that you weren't gonna be playing GTA still to this day. He didn't think that I was gonna play it very long. He thought that, you know, she'll play it for about a month or so, and then she'll get bored of it, and then she'll uninstall it, and she'll never touch it again. He wasn't expecting me to be playing it 3 years later and still enjoy it to an extent. Like, the missions that have became repetitive and kind of boring is the sale missions from my freaking nightclub, because out of all the businesses I have, my nightclub has grossed the most money. And it's just real easy now. Now, the only mission that I still struggle with my nightclub is when it comes to the mission where I gotta use the cargo bob and pick up the van and take it over the water to the barge. In the whole 3 years that I've played this game, I've only successfully done that twice. And that's it. And the one time that I did do it, it was on a live stream. The second time I did it, I was just playing casually. I wasn't live streaming. Now, the MC resupply missions and the bunker missions, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably rustier than a doornail at those missions, because ever since I got, literally, ever since I got my warehouse storage for cars, for vehicles for my office, I have not gone to my MC. And that's been months. So I haven't been in my MC in this game in months. Because I can make a quick million just by freaking selling whatever's at my nightclub and going to my office and doing the sourcing vehicles missions. I mean, yeah, if you cause damage to the vehicle, you gotta pay for it. But most of the time, the damage that I incur isn't a whole lot to where it's gonna affect me massively in my money. As you can see, I've got over $1 million now. I think it takes me about 2 days if I stay in my CEO for those whole 2 days, selling stuff from my nightclub and doing the vehicles at my office, that gets me to $1 million. So 2 days. And that's from sourcing the vehicles and then selling them. And most of the time I do the selling with my husband, because the more vehicles you sell at once, the more money you get. You go, Boomy. Well, someone went Boomy, but it wasn't the bad guys. Because apparently I'm losing them in my van. See, normally when I play, when I'm not live streaming, I'll listen to Spotify while I'm playing, because that is another thing. I'm getting bored of the same old rock music over and over on this game. Like, seriously. It's to the point where I gotta listen to Spotify a couple of times in the week that I play Fortnite, and then the following week I'll just listen to the music in the game, just so it's like, yay, my favorite song. So I'm happy about listening to the music in GTA, and not like, ugh, I've heard this song 1,000,000 times type of deal. So yeah, I would love if they added more rock music to the rock station on the game. Like, I would be so thrilled if they would do that, versus just paying attention to all the rap stations on the game. Because no offense, Rockstar needs to realize that they got a fan base that probably listens to more than, you know, just rap music. You can't assume that every GTA player that plays GTA listens to rap. I mean, yeah, I listen to a little bit of rap here and there, but it's mainly rock music that I'm listening to. That or country music, because that's what I grew up listening to, was country music and rock music. And gospel music. My grandpa listened to country and rock music, and my grandma listened to gospel music. So. I honestly think there's a lot of things that Rockstar could do for GTA 5 to make it more exciting for some players. be honest, I think that's why a lot of the OG players, I don't consider myself OG. My husband does consider me OG because I've been playing for 3 years, but I'm talking about like the real OG GTA players. They've been playing since the damn game came out. I think that's the reason why they just kill players randomly all the time, because there's nothing else to do. They've probably done it all, and they probably are bored of doing the same thing over and over again. So I think players killing other players in some situations comes out of boredom. But also, sometimes people just do it to be a dick. I can't go out that way. There's gonna be a roadblock at the last drop. So I want to apologize and say sorry for anybody that was expecting God Eater tonight and getting GTA instead. I know how much that might be disappointing if you were looking forward to God Eater instead of this. But I'm gonna say this, and normally when I say this, I'm not gonna break it. I give you all my word that this Thursday will definitely be God Eater Resurrection. To be honest, probably after this live stream, I will go ahead and focus on getting Monday's video prepared, because again, I'm gonna have to record in GTA, and it's gonna take some time. The one that I uploaded as my new intro, that video right there took me 3 hours. And that's because I kept getting the, told you. So because this one is going to be a Harley Quinn inspired outfit one, it's going to take some time to put together, because I literally am going to have to one, change my hair color for each one, and then record each piece of each outfit separately. And it's gonna be a lot of work that I think is going to be worth it. You know, and even after I do all of that, I have to go back, after I film everything in online mode, I have to go back to story mode.
Okay.
In order just to access the Rockstar editor. Then, when I do that, then I upload that little preview, like I've been doing, onto YouTube, because that's the only way I can download it and get it on my phone so I can edit it. And then, you know, I'll edit it in Power Director, and I'll add the reference pictures next to the outfit that I'm wearing in that part of the recording. It's gonna be a lot of work. But I just want it to be ready for Monday, so all I have to do Monday is just upload it. It's gonna already be, you know, edited and finalized, and all I gotta do is upload. Okay. Go back to my nightclub, which I'm pretty far out. I mean, yeah, I'll be honest, it kind of sucks, you know, not listening to music while I'm playing the game. Like, listening to the radio in-game. But, I don't want to get hit with a copyright. Unless they're gonna give me a copyright for the sound of my engine on my car. Just saying. But yeah, I'm gonna let the stream go until I hit the 2-hour mark, and then I'm gonna end it. So, we got some time. We got a little bit of time still. Like, streams that I do, like, for GTA or Fortnite, if there's nothing new, and I'm doing it because, you know, something like this has happened with my data, well, what I'm saying is I'm trying to reduce how long I stream. I know that last night's stream was a little over 4 hours, which... that's okay. I want my streams now to be anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, depending on what I'm live streaming. Another blue dot. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, I guess I'll go to the blue dot. Oops. It's another car for the exotic exports list. It's Oculate Jackal. Which I've had this car before. This is the worst time for my leg to have to itch. You were the one that turned into me! Wow. You freaking Karen. See? These NPCs don't know how to use freaking turn signals. Well, that was my fault that time. Dang on, Buffalo. Like, it's real easy to come up with games for me to live stream by myself, but when it comes to, like, doing co-op type games with my husband, it's really hard to figure out what to do. I mean, like, there are some PvP Battle Royale games that I have played other than Fortnite that pop to the top of my head that maybe we can incorporate alongside GTA and Fortnite when me and my husband run out of options of what to live stream, as far as, like, you know, just story mode based games. There's Fall Guys, Paladins, Overwatch. I don't play Apex, so you wanna don't be expecting me to do any kind of Apex videos because I don't play Apex. I really don't play Overwatch anymore either because the person that asked me to buy the game don't even ask me to play it anymore. So basically what I'm looking at is Fall Guys, Paladins, GTA, and Fortnite. Which Fall Guys is also made by Epic. I mean, I could also look into see what other kind of PvP games Epic has made other than, you know, Fortnite and Fall Guys. And if there's even anything else that I'd be interested in playing. I mean, as old as these games are, I also want to do FNAF. Because I do have FNAF Security Breach. But I don't want to do Security Breach first. I want to do all of the games and do them in order no matter how old the other ones are. But I think the old ones can still hold up today, to be honest. Do I promise that I'll be able to beat them all successfully? No. I forgot to turn the radio off. Lord of mercy. Oops. Well, that little portion of the video had that music in it. I mean, there are other games that me and my husband can try to go back to that we tried playing on the channel, but didn't quite work out. There's one that is kind of similar to like the Dark Soul games, but I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of the game, but it's not like one of the tropes with Dark Souls that I always had a problem with is you gotta find something in order to summon somebody to help you, like if it's a friend. In this game, you can automatically play co-op with your friends, and you don't have to have something to summon them. There's also Monster Hunter World. But that one is a little, I can't remember how we invited each other, but that one's a little tricky on the inviting part. There's Skyforge, which is a, it's an RPG, but it's the MORPG ones, that we could also do. But again, if we do that, we would have to make a whole new character because we've been, you know, been playing that game. Well, I would. He wouldn't. He would still have his save progress probably. But I doubt that I would have mine still. So, I mean, there are games. It's just, you know, trying to decide to go from one game to the other. It's hard to figure out what you're gonna do.
Hello?
Oh, hey, you want to get some celebs in here?
No, this ain't a go postal office.
But I will say this, we have plenty of time to figure out what we can do when the time comes. For right now, you guys will just be able to enjoy Borderlands and God Eater content until we have to move on to the next. No, not style, inventory. I need to put body armor on. Okay, so I also am gonna need a gun the moment I get out of the car, so special carbine. You know, I bought the new heavy rifle that was introduced into GTA from the last update. I think it was when Franklin came to the game, came to online mode with the Dr. Dre contracts. But I don't like it. I don't like the heavy rifle. I really don't. I would rather use my special carbine Mark II than use the heavy rifle. Because the heavy rifle, yeah, it's good close range, but far range, it's not the best. Like, you can still kill somebody, kill an NPC with it far range, but it's gonna take the NPC to kill you at least once before you come back and being able to kill them. I mean, that's my experience from using it far range. I mean, the Special Carbine Mark II isn't really that great with far range either, but it's better than the heavy rifle with far range, if you know what I'm saying. Other than that, I could use my assault rifle Mark II. That one's good with far and close range. It kind of reminds me of the Ranger in Fortnite, the Ranger AR. And actually, to be honest, guys, the stream might end sooner than I suspected, because I am actually starting to get very, very tired. I haven't had a whole lot of sleep today, so I honestly think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this mission, and then I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna turn my PlayStation and stuff off and go to bed and just start the whole recording process for Monday's video in the morning when I've had a nice amount of sleep. Because if I try doing it now, it might not turn out the best because of how tired I am. So I have to lose the cops.
If we get caught, my underwear line will tank. Hurry!
She is annoying as hell.
That injection has worn off! God, I really need this to be over! All this excitement is causing my foundation to run. Not to be a diva or anything, but can you drive faster?
What are you talking about? Sirens aren't even nowhere near us.
These cops are just paparazzi with guns. Losers! Oh my god. I don't know how. Thank you. Yes, I do. Money. Your people like that, right?
I can't remember how to turn the sirens off.
I need to chillax a little. Do some dancing at a club. Inspire people with my presence. Your place is paradise,
Oh,
right?
okay.
If people
Hold the
see
button
me
down.
there,
Hold the
place
L3
will
down.
be the shit.
Same thing as the horn.
I can't believe those cops arrested me. So I crashed my sports car. I only ran because the paparazzi were coming. Those cops have had it out for me since I wouldn't perform at their dumb PBA convention. Bunch of creeps. People think I'm just that girl in the cheerleader movies, but I give girls hope. They someday can have millions of fans and spend their time creating a narrative that fame makes you happy. I give a lot of
Fame
money
does not
right
make
now.
you happy.
Like, I make a difference.
If all of that, if fame is the only
Manatees,
thing that can make you happy, then you're really shallow.
It's hard being like so generous and a humanitarian like all the time. But it's important. I heard Solomon is playing at the club. He's pretty amazing. When he makes the bass drop, or whatever they call it.
I don't think she has any idea what she's talking about. I remember the last time that I got this mission and it took me forever to get it done. Like, it took me forever to lose the cops. This time it didn't take very long. Like I said, because I've done this mission more than once.
Can you call ahead so it's ready?
So after a while doing that same mission, you get practice.
Totally appreciate it.
That should have brought my popularity up all the way. Because all I had was like a little bit left.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back down to my office and then it's raining. Then end the stream. Yep, popularity is up all the way. Well, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream here. I'm sorry that it wasn't very long. I'm sorry if it wasn't that entertaining, because I really didn't do a whole lot. There's not much I can do that I haven't done already in live streams like this. But I will see you guys Wednesday for another live stream. And it will be GTA, but this time we will be going over the auto shop missions and the Dr. Dre contracts fully with my husband, Damaged Joker. And from there, we'll have to wait and see if there's any more new GTA content updates for the game before we do any more of these live streams. So, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell. I love you guys, and stay safe. Bye.